children, and you shall hear of the midnight.
Stay where you are!
Outlaws, it's me and the kid that I danced. The one who robbed the Dodge City Bank last week.
It is. Their pictures are up in the post office. Wanted, dead or alive, $100 reward.
That's your seat, everyone! How often have I told you never to leave your seats without permission? Sit down at once!
Nobody's gonna get hurt, kitties, as long as you sit there quiet.
Mind your manners in front of my people, sir. The proper expression is sit there quietly, not sit there quiet.
Huh? Oh, as long as you sit there quietly.
Just in case somebody tipped off the sheriff that we're in town, my pal Dan and me are gonna hide out here till the 2:30 freight train comes through. Then we'll make our getaway. So anybody get any bright ideas like running or yelling out the window, see?
Let's take a load off our feet. We can set those 2 empty desks over there. Might as well be comfortable till train time.
Just a moment, Daniel. I believe that is your name. You and Benjamin will kindly wipe your feet on the mat in the doorway before you sit down.
Say, what is this? Dan, we got guns. Do you take orders from you?
It's Dan and I have done, sir. As long as you and Daniel take refuge here, I shall insist that you follow the laws and rules of our schoolhouse. Kindly wipe your feet, gentlemen.
Alright, we'll wipe our feet.
Mind your manners, sir. When I speak to you, you are to respond, yes, Miss Louisa. Is that clear?
Yes, Miss Louisa.
You may take your seat.
I don't know why I let this cookie get us around by the nose, man, but I like we had to tie her up in the closet.
Well, students, we have finished our history lesson mark. It is now time for music. Let's have a song, a jolly one. How about Old MacDonald's Had a Farm?
We can't sing, Miss Louisa. We're too scared.
What is there to be afraid of here? As far as we are concerned, we simply have 2 extra peoples in our room. You follow our usual schedule.
Old MacDonald had a farm.
Benjamin
E-I-E-I-O.
and Daniel, why aren't you singing?
Huh? Why should we sing?
Because when we have music in this school, everybody sings. That means everybody. It's a school rule. Clara and Annabelle, this is not your affair. When we start to sing again, you will sing. Do you understand?
Oh, all right then.
What did you say?
Yes, Miss Louisa.
Old MacDonald had a farm.
E-I-E-I-O. Stay away from that window, man. We're not giving you the chance to signal for help.
You may be a school teacher, but you can't outsmart us. Nobody's ever outsmarted Benny the Kid and Dead-Eye Dan.
It looks a bit like rain. William, will you and Caroline please go out and bring the flag?
Do you think we're stupid? I mean, if those kids leave this room, they'll run for the sheriff.
Don't insist that we go, Miss Louisa. It doesn't really look like rain.
There are cumulus clouds forming in the west. A shower could begin at any moment. It is a rule of our school that we never allow the American flag to become wet. One of you may accompany the students, but our flag must not be rained upon. Do you hear?
Oh, all right then.
What did you say?
Yes, Miss Louisa. kids can lick me at spelling.
I admire your spirit, Benjamin. You won't mind your Claire's then.
Oh, all right then.
Claire, please spell the word doctor. D-O-C-T-O-R. Good. Now, Benjamin, I would like you to spell the word thief.
Let me see. T-H-E-I-F.
That is wrong, Benjamin. The correct spelling is T-H-I-E-F. You may take your seat.
Gee whiz, he's a thief and he can't even spell it.
Aw, so what if I'm a good speller? I still make a good living.
What's that sound? Ah! There goes the 2:30 freight train.
I told you it sounded inaccurate, but you had to let that school teacher talk to you.
Hey, you!
You're covered.
Sheriff, how'd you know the outlaws were here?
I didn't know. I just gathered that something was wrong though when I happened to look outside my office window and noticed that the school flagpole was bare.
Well, you know as well as I do that unless it's raining, Miss Louisa never lowers the flag until sundown. It's the rule of the school. Remember, Miss Louisa was our teacher too.
Sure. I was hoping you or Ed would notice the flag was bare and would remember that rule. Apparently, my students remember some of the things I teach them.
Miss Louisa was just like Paul Revere's friend. She used to signal to tell about an enemy.
That's right, Annabelle. If Benjamin and Daniel were the slightest bit educated as to the ways of the weather, they would have known that cumulus clouds in the west rarely mean immediate rain.
I had a hunch we should have tried that teacher from the club the minute we came in.
Could you have tied her up?
No, I guess I couldn't have that. There's just something about Miss Louisa. Well, you can't imagine tying her up in a closet. She don't scare easy, and before you know it, you're half scared of her.
The proper expression, Benjamin, is she doesn't scare easily.
Yes, Miss Louisa.
Well, we'll take these scoundrels down to the jail where they belong. You'll receive a few $100 reward in a few days, Miss Louisa.
Thank you, Sheriff. I believe that will be just enough money to take the children on an outing to the Dodge City Music Festival.
Yay! Come on, you two. It's jail for you.
Students, I will dismiss you for the rest of the evening.
Hooray! Hooray for Miss Louisa!
Well, students, what are you still doing here?
That's just to stay and learn the first 2 stanzas of Paul Revere's Ride, Miss Louisa.
Oh, so I did. Well, I will excuse you just this once. See, I'm feeling a bit shaky.
Miss Theresa, you were afraid of those outlaws were here, weren't you?
Very much afraid. I did everything in my power to delay them so that they might miss the train and be captured. Yet I longed for them to leave before they decided to use those wicked guns on some of us.
Well, you didn't act scared, not one bit.
Naturally, she didn't. She behaved bravely when most afraid. That's courage, remember?
Apparently I taught something today after all. Students, before you leave, will you take the flag and hoist it up again? And it's hours until sundown. We must abide by the rules of the school, you know.
Yes, Miss Louisa. Yes, indeed, goodbye, Miss Louisa.